Ladies and gentlemen, the day has arrived. Okay, we are completing the Stephan Stern's emails. We did complete the whole thing on live stream, but for those of you guys who really just be tapped in with the videos, I had to come through and finish for y'all. But after we finish these emails, you know what I'm saying? He's over here begging, asking for more food. We're going to get through that. After that, I was going through the comments. After I finish a series, I like to see like what people are saying and stuff. A lot of people were saying that I need to cover the Stephan Stern's letter to Madeline. Now, I saw this letter like everyone else did, but I thought it was fake until I did a little bit more research, and it turns out that this is actually within Stephan Stern's records, within his files. So this is actually something he wrote to her, bro. Okay? So we're going to finish the emails. We're going to read the letter to Madeline, and then there's a few more pictures of Stephan Stern's items that he was receiving from his parents or maybe fans. We're going to cover all that today. Stay tuned because it's about to get rocky. Let's do this thing. Okay, so to catch everyone back up to speed, Stephan Stern's received his meal, his, what's it called, Fresh Favorites meal. And apparently this is really good. We even had people in the live stream commenting, people who've been to jail before. We've heard firsthand from ex-convicts that Fresh Favorites is very good, okay? It's almost like normal people food. It's not like the slop that you would get in prison. And naturally, one would want that again. But you know, there's a lot of people in prison, you want to live like a king. A lot of people earn that in jail, especially in prison. Talk about Jumpsuit Pablo. He had a whole shop doing all types of selling shit, making money. You know what I mean? You can't take the entrepreneurial spirit out of somebody if they have it. Stephan Stern's has none of this. He lacks the ability to stand on his own. So let's get back into the begging because he wants himself another meal. So he goes ahead and he says, "Hey, good to hear from you both too. I have been asking for the tablet for 5 days, but only finally got it today. Yes, no consistency, but it is what it is. If you want to get me another meal, the pizza/calzone combo sounded good. And the cheesesteak/wing combo sounded good. Or the buffalo chicken sandwich. Honestly, it all sounds pretty good, but those are the top 3 on my list. I mean, goddamn, brother, order everything at this point. You know what I mean? He's like, oh yeah, the chicken, the wings, the pizza, the calzones. Like, what else is there in the food budget to fucking get? Let's just buy the whole Fresh Favorites menu for you, Stephan. Wouldn't you like that? Every day of the week, we're going to get you some new Fresh Favorites. That's what you would love, huh, son? Run his family into the ground. You know what? Let's take out a second mortgage. Fuck it. I already said a second. Let's take out a third mortgage at this point. It's all good. We can figure it out, Stephan. I don't even know if you could take out 3 mortgages. I think you can. Anyways, I don't own a house. You know what I mean? Can you tell? Let's move forward. The commissary account could use some topping up if possible. I finally got a bag of sour fruit balls candy. And it's not as good as I'd hoped. The root beer and the butterscotch candies are better in my opinion. But I'm wondering if the other out of the stock items might finally be available too. And you know, he's talking about this candy not because this is something to talk about, because we're just bonding. Everything the man brings up, first he says, I love you. I care about you. Okay? That's the intro. Then he talks about the calzone and chicken wings and shit. That's begging number 1. Then he comes over and talks about how, oh, the candy wasn't that good, but I'd like to purchase something else. Everything he talks about is geared and charged with a little bit of panhandling. Imagine your 40-year-old son is panhandling you. Shit. I guess I'll find out soon, but I want to get some more mackerel and hot peanuts. And of course, coffee. I always order more when I can do to make sure I don't run out anytime soon, but I will see if the sardines and hot tomato sauce will arrive as well, since I've been curious to try them, and maybe get some Hawaiian punch drink mix while I'm at it too. You notice everything he eats is like kind of childish. I know your commissary budget and your commissary options aren't that plentiful, but he wants the Hawaiian punch. It's like, bro, go to a 10-year-old's birthday party and Stephan Stern's would have a world of time. You know how you go to a kid's party and you're like, fuck, there's no alcohol here. And it's like, shit, you can't even smoke here. You know what I mean? What's going on? Stephan Stearns would have a blast at a 10-year-old party. The Hulk theme, you know how kids like the Hulk and shit and they theme the whole party? Stephan Stearns would be in that bitch, smacking that piñata, excited. Just give him some Hawaiian punch. Fuck's going on? That's probably why he has, never mind. So I will try to use the commissary kiosk this weekend if you toss me some funds in there. I wish I was there for the pups as well. Yes, they were aggravating for a long time with barking, but honestly, something finally clicked back in 2022 for me, and I stopped being easily aggravated and suddenly gained an immense reservoir of patience. Really? Traffic stopped bothering me, and everything stopped bothering me, finally. And conversely, Jen became the angry and irritable one who raged at traffic and snapped at everyone all the time. Can you really imagine Stephan Stearns as a fucking road rager? I can't see it. Not a day in my life I can't see that. You mean to tell me that Stephan Stearns rolled down his window and said, hey, fuck you. Hey, you drive like shit. Learn how to drive, lady. Piece of shit. Learn how to fucking... You think he was doing that? Hell nah. Confrontation? Stephan, those two are polar opposites. No matter how much you try to squeeze the opposites of a magnet together, I'd be getting frustrated trying to squeeze these two magnets together with all my force. No matter what you do, they're not going to connect. Stephan Stearns is the opposite to any of this shit he's talking about. This must have happened in his dreams, talking about he used to get irritated at traffic. Boy, shut the fuck up and sit there like a good boy is what I would tell him. So when I moved back in with you most recently, none of that stuff seemed to really bother me anymore like it used to. This change seemed to coincide with the start of my new job back then. I don't know. A switch got flipped, and I was happier again. I am reading through the Andromeda Strain now, but when I finish that, I will jump to Breakthrough and catch up with Mom. Yes, that woman stopped trying to connect. I accepted after like her 5th attempt she made, just to see if she would message me with whatever purpose it was. But she sent a message COD, which meant I would have to pay on my end to see it. So I said screw that and declined to pay for it, deleted it, and disconnected from her. If she wasn't willing to even pay for her own message, I wasn't going to be willing to read it. There was no way I was going to use my credits that my family paid for to let some stranger message me for some unknown purpose. What a noble fucking little creep. What a noble fucking pervert. You know what I mean? Noble of you. You have self-respect. Imagine a chomo having self-respect. That's crazy. You know what I mean? He's like, no, he's the prize. Stephan Stearns is the prize. If you want to contact Stephan, you got to pay up. You might even have to take him on a date. Fuck it. You might have to strap some on at night and deal with him that night. Who knows? He's the queen here. He's the one who is better than everyone else. Shit's crazy. He's like, oh, yeah, if you want to contact me, you need the money. He probably missed his blessings. She was probably going to trick on him. She was probably going to spend all the money on him. Just a sad little girl. But nah, he wanted to be all, prissy with it. She hasn't tried to reconnect again. Some of the other people have tried to connect, though. But I've so far declined them since I assume it will be more of the same. Yeah, more of people who won't spend money on you. Ain't that some shit? Pretty much all female names that are trying to connect, strangely, I can't imagine what these people could want to say to me that I would care to read anyway. So whatever. I have felt like I'm spiraling a bit this week. I can't begin to describe how badly I want to leave this place. I'm sick of it. I'm missing so much of the world right now and what's going on out there. I miss my family. I miss my freedom. I miss everything. I'm getting quite anxious and the negative energy in this place has started to affect me. I hope to hear back from you soon. I love you both very much. I will try to get the tablet back when I can. Right back ASAP. And then he writes all this dumbass shit at the end again. I forgot. I think it's a corrupted heart. I think we had figured that out on live stream. But self-loathing his ass off. Guess what? The energy's low because you're in jail. It beats the shit out of me, right? a lot of people who go to prison say that their mind becomes their sanctuary. You have to get through the time. You go look at Wallow. It's a good example of mental fortitude. Gillian Wallow, right? He has a whole story. Go watch that story. I advise you to go watch that story. It's a good story. It's all about staying in prison for 20 fucking years. And I think Stephan Stearns could probably take some of that advice. If you're already getting anxious, right? And that place is affecting you, and you're outwardly saying that already, you already lost, brother. You have to you have to be your own peace. You have to be the light of your own mind, kind of lose your mind a little bit, lose your sanity, just so that place doesn't affect you. Stephan Stearns came in here for a couple of months and he already lost the game. I'm talking by 10 years down the line, he's probably going to have lost his mind and be heavily on medication. Because shit like this, make no mistake, folks, shit like that can break you. You won't be the same again. I mean, look at Big Meech. Where's the life in his fucking eyes? When Big Meech got released, where the fuck's the life in his eyes? You know, that shit will change you. So you got, stay out of jail. Don't do crime. How about, oh my God, don't do crime. And I think that'll be the best thing for you. Because that shit ain't fun. A lot of people, listen. Let's continue, though. So we got Chris Stearns' ass responding, and every time these people coddle and help him, it just crosses my mind once again, like, man, I don't know what bro is going to do when they disappear. You know, when they go back to their makers, we don't know what the fuck Stephan's finna do. Because guess what Pop says about all the begging? Sure, son. My life is to serve you, son. He didn't say it like that, but pretty much. Hold on. There was a soft drink shown on the meal as part of it. Did you get it? Dad will transfer some funds to your commissary soon, baby boy boo-boo. I hate that your life has turned out this way. Remember that old saying, a single event on a single day, on a single week will affect the rest of your life. I mean, like, no fucking shit. That's not even a deep statement. It's almost like you telling me, like, if I take a gun and I shoot somebody on the street, my life is going to change. No fucking shit. It's kind of how that works. That is what this is. The first bad decision leading to the first event doesn't wipe out the good you've done for people, doesn't change the person you're capable of being, but honestly, this is a long, rough road you are traveling on. Fuck. We will be here to support you in any way we can, but you still have to walk the road, and I hope God is walking next to you. Damn. Don't blow smoke and tell me you're praying or that you ask for forgiveness if you haven't. It is between you and God, and I truly want him in your corner, placing the calzone meal for you for next Thursday. I hope it's good as you expect, and I'm really sorry for the sour candies not meeting your expectations. Do they have Starlight Mints or cinnamon candies? You and your sweet tooth. Brushing those pearly whites, I hope. Not a great dental plan where you are. I'm glad there are supplements for your nutrition. You are dangerously thin for your height and build. Keep working on your physical and mental health. Enjoy the books. A new Cretan book will roll out this November. I've pre-ordered it for you. About Egypt and the tombs. Sounds good. Dad transferred some money into your commissary account. More to come later this week. Again, much love. Hugs from afar. And know we're still your family. Mommy. I added the little mommy part. And that was pretty much it, folks. You know, bitched out, and the bitching out started from his parents. They were the original bitchers. They turned him into what he was today. Or I should say what he is today. And you know what's sad? Madeline's still dead. So and he always does this this self-pity dance. He never really brings up Madeline anymore. Clearly, you know, he's trying to be cautious of the case, but like, he cared about her, but he cares about himself a lot more. That's all I can say. But anyways, these are the books that they're sending him, right? I just thought we'd scroll through these books. Ripple, I guess this is the breakthrough book they're talking about. Breakthrough, another breakthrough book or some shit. I guess it's multiple. Oh, this is the 4 series. So it's Leap, Catalyst, Ripple, Breakthrough. Got you. Honestly, it looks pretty decent. I mean, if you're into that underwater sci-fi shit, is what this is looking like. You know what I mean? Some dorky shit, something Stephan would be reading. And this is the Amazon Prime packages that come to his house for Stephan Stearns, Osceola County Jail, 402 Simpson Road, Florida. And then we just got some more books. This is... Are these all like breakthrough sequels? What the fuck? This is the Andromeda Strain, author of Jurassic Park. Interesting. Compelling, memorable, superbly executed. Ignites with all the dramatic tempo of a delayed action fuse. The New York Times. Pretty sure it's a good... I'm pretty sure I've heard of this before. I think we've all heard of the Andromeda Strain, right? This is like it's like the Lion King or some shit, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody's heard of it. So I think they have to scan all these books before he gets them, just in case he creates like a weapon of mass destruction with like paper mache, just in case he like goes full psycho and starts stabbing people with paper. At least they have like, you know what I mean? They have, damn, bro. My ice maker is going crazy. Anyways, they have record of like him receiving it. So, because I've even heard of prisoners making like cones in prison. Hold on. Like paper cone shanks. Paper cone shank. They put spit on it or they wet it, and however they wet it, and then they dry it. For example, this right here is what you would call a paper shank. It's a little bit blurry, but this is a real one that they've made in prison. And I'm wrong. They do this out of toilet paper. And you know, we all know how hard toilet paper can get, right? Listen, people make things out of anything, bro. This is a highly sophisticated weapon, bro. This shit looks like a fucking antler. So this is why they scan every single thing, because listen, prisoners, they get creative, brothers and sisters. So they just digging through Buddy Boy's shit, you know, and it's all books. So it's probably pretty easy of a process for them to just go ahead and log everything in. Here's another one. The Lost World by Michael Crichton. They love Michael Crichton. I ain't gonna lie to you. They love that man. They absolutely love that man. You know what I mean? We got The Hobbit right here. And that's pretty much it for all the books. There's a lot of books, but I just want to show you how the prison logs things down, keeps evidence, because people you can make a weapon out of anything, bro. You can make a weapon out of anything. Damn near. Damn near, bro. I promise you. You just haven't thought hard enough. Any everyday object, oh, you can't make a weapon out of that. You just haven't thought hard enough. But let's move forward, right? So this is what everybody's been talking about in the comments lately. The letter to Madeline. And I have the letter right here. Now, first and foremost, the first thing I want to say about this letter, this is not my original idea. This is somebody else's idea from the comments. They said that it looks too perfectly done. Now, I'm not sure the significance of that, but you can take it for what you want it to be. In my opinion, I feel like it's so well written because he wanted somebody to find this. So, you know, you take a little extra time because you know somebody else is going to see it, because somebody pointed out that there's a lot of points in this. It might be anxiety. It might be trying to make everything look perfect. But you'll see how he overtraces on certain things, like too soon, the same, so much, have died, no end, my tears. All that's like double highlighted. And if we could go on to the bottom part, my arms, peace, sweet heart. All these are double outlined. So I'm pretty sure this is not my takeaway from this is that Stephan wanted to write this letter or this poem or whatever the fuck to make himself look innocent, and him being so disconnected from how weird this looks, he thought that this would be something positive in terms of people's thoughts toward him. That's why I think this is. Because it is written really well, not well even, but it is written where you could tell like he was trying to keep care. All the words are straight, spaced out properly. Let's go ahead and read this bullshit. So it says, always. He named the fucking poem, bro. Always. He says, your hair was like What the fuck is wrong with some people is what I want to know. And you mean to tell me your mother's still talking to you after this? I don't think my mom would still be talking to me after this shit. The fuck you talking about? I would tell her to stop talking to me. I would lose respect for her if she kept talking to me. The fuck you still? Your hair was like honey, with eyes stormy blue, gone far too soon. I will always miss you. This don't even feel like a fucking poem. Anyways, your smile was a treasure. Your laughter filled the room. This world is not the same. I will always miss you. I loved you so much, I would have died for you. With no end to my tears, I will always miss you. So it's a poem because he puts I will always miss you at the end every time. What a fucking weird. He can't even write good poetry. Like, bruh, second year in high school, I was writing better poems than this. The fuck is this elementary fuck shit? Anyways, you suck at writing poems. As I held you in my arms, my heart died with you. Rest in peace, sweetheart. I will always miss you. With a heart at the end. What a fucking weirdo. Then there's just another picture where it's turned around and it's like titled. And it says for Maddie. You could see it through the background right here. It says for Maddie. Behavior like this gets you shanked in prison. So again, if he ever gets transferred to another prison yard, they move him out of PC. They do anything to this man, right? People like this end up in boxes at prison. That's all I can say, bro. I hope somebody see this leather. I hope they see this leather up in prison. The same one that he's about to go to. I hope they see that shit. But hey, we can't jump the gun. Sometimes it feels like Stephan's already in jail just because my mind is made up. But he still has to go through trial. And then when he goes to jail, we'll figure out how his life is lived over in prison. But I'll see you guys real soon. Stay inside, stay safe. I love you guys, man. Top tier community, man. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me through the series. It was a dope ass series with all the emails. And stay tuned, folks. We got a lot more coming. Peace.